Hey you guys, it's Kristina.
Hey you guys, it's Sandra.
And we are so excited to be back with you today. It is day 2 of our 21-day Fully Raw Vegan Challenge. Mom is doing so good right now. If you guys are proud of her, please give this video a, thanks Mom, give this video a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to my channel, our channel at the moment, because I'm uploading videos every single day to give you guys inspiration, love, and support, and so much more. Today, Mom and I are going to be talking about the easiest ways, or the one easiest way, the most useful way, to get rid of food addiction, cravings, emotional eating. This is such a heavy topic, and we're probably going to be doing more videos about this, but because we are Lebanese and eating is such a part of our culture, as it may be for you guys as well, this is a very important topic that I think a lot of people struggle with, would be food addiction, cravings, emotional eating, the list goes on. Also, a quick plug for those of you who haven't joined our Fully Raw Challenge yet. It's only day 2. I'm allowing people to sign up all the way until the last day. I just hit my nose when doing that. If you want to join our challenge and get my new 60-page ebook with my recipes, 21 days of meal plans, access to our private Facebook group for coaching and more, go to challenge.fullyraw.com and sign up now. And we will be there to support each other and create a community around healthy living.
What is that again?
Challenge.fullyraw.com. Sorry for the cheesy plug, but it's there and you have it, and if you want to join us, you can.
I'm inspired to share with you a quote every day. So my quote for today that I'd like to share is, do, in my little notebook, do a kind gesture, not expecting anything in return.
That's beautiful, Mom. Mom wants to share a quote with us every day, so that was a beautiful quote. Thank you, Mom. We're going to be diving into the whys and the hows and the whats of this topic, because there's a lot of layers when it comes to emotional eating and food addiction and cravings. And before we get into that, Mom and I just wanted to give you our number one recommended tool to help you get through this. What is it, Mom?
Eat more fruits.
Eat more fruits. Eat more fruits.
Eat more fruit. Eat more fruit.
Thanks, Mom.
Which I needed to do yesterday.
Which you needed it?
I didn't.
We actually, we're
I'm
not just coming at you through like, oh, we're gonna make a video about this. We decided to talk about this today because this is something that Mom actually really struggled with yesterday. And we had to sit down and we had to have a mother-daughter moment about cravings and emotional eating and food addiction.
It's not just Lebanese culture. I mean, it's any tradition. I mean, any culture that has their own traditional food that they are grown up with, and they love, and it's a part of them. And you learn to love and desire, and you know, and passionately enjoy every bit of the flavors of each culture.
Yes, and we get so accustomed to eating these foods that they become comfort food. Yesterday we talked a little bit about comfort foods, and for many people, comfort food is something that they're naturally drawn to, or it's their go-to food to deal with some type of an issue. Maybe it makes them feel happy inside, maybe it brings up a certain type of memory for them. Keep in mind that when you crave a certain food, most of the time a craving is a release from your body. So to best describe this, and it is a very difficult topic to describe, but usually when you crave something, it means your body is about to release something, because your body can't crave something that it doesn't have in it. I haven't had cravings for meat in a decade because I haven't eaten meat in over a decade. And after a certain period of time, your body begins to desire to eat the things that are in it or that are better for you if you start releasing unhealthy habits or unhealthy foods from your lifestyle. Cravings are a release. And you'll notice, I don't know if you've ever heard this before, but some people say that if you have a craving, wait 10 minutes and then wait for the craving to pass, right? Because your body's literally detoxing from whatever it may be craving. Another great tip, as we've mentioned, is to eat fruit during this time. Because if you really are hungry and your body's hungry, you'll be satisfied by the fruit. If you eat a whole plate of fruit and you're still not satisfied, then you know it really is an emotional issue. It's not just a physical craving. You're not just hungry. You are trying to fill yourself up with something else other than food. So this brings us into numbing. Can we talk a little bit about numbing? So diving into the numbing aspect, I personally believe that many people fall into food addiction and self-sabotage because they are depending on food as a way to drown out other emotions or other happenings in their life. This becomes some type of a crutch for them in a way. Now keep in mind, food is supposed to be nourishment for your body. It's not supposed to be something that holds you back or makes you sick or keeps you from feeling. There are certain types of foods that actually prohibit you from feeling, like junk foods, processed foods, fast foods, foods that are high in chemicals, meats and dairies. When people eat these, they tend to go into this state of a numbness in a way. It keeps you from detoxing, right? Thanksgiving dinner, it's very heavy in dairies and meats and sometimes processed foods for a lot of people. And what happens after you eat a big meal like that? What happens?
You get so full you can't do anything.
You get so full you can't do anything. You go to sleep, which is a way of numbing yourself in a way.
And you say, why did I eat so much?
Why did I eat so much? I don't want to deal with reality. I'll just sit here and eat all this food and it'll keep me from thinking about reality. But the truth is, you can't numb yourself enough to be able to avoid reality. So here's the thing. When you start adapting to a raw food lifestyle, yes, it's a diet, but I call it a lifestyle, these foods, fruits and vegetables, are cleansing foods. These are detoxifying foods. And as you detox your body and you're cleansing out all of these toxins and you're flushing out all of this poop, right? Your body becomes cleaner, and so does your mind. And keep in mind that emotions, right, just like toxins, can also be stored in our bodies. So as we begin to cleanse our bodies, a lot of emotions may come up for us because as with the body, so the mind as well. The mind and the body are connected. You can't expect to clean one and not work on the other one as well. So as people begin to cleanse on a raw food diet, emotions do come up. And if you're not prepared to deal with them, you will feel the need to go back into eating heavier foods, or you may feel the need to give up. You may tell yourself this is too much for you. And sometimes you just have to take it one step at a time and walk yourself through it. Ask yourself, what are you really feeling? Now that is the key term here for people who are really trying to overcome addiction and self-sabotage and cravings on any level, right? It doesn't even have to be food related, but to ask yourself, what am I really feeling here? I no longer desire to numb myself with food or to get rid of cravings by self-sabotaging myself with food, but to actually address the real issue at hand. Yes, you may like the taste of food, but keep in mind it's not just the taste of food, because there are options out there, raw vegan recipes and vegan recipes that taste just as good, if not better, than the cooked alternative, but people still go for the cooked stuff. Why? Because they're looking for that feeling of heaviness, of comfort, of numbing, of whatever it may be, that solace of what they're used to.
And what they think feels good to them.
Right.
And what they've learned to feel good to them.
Exactly. The most important part of this process and the most important part of your healing journey is asking yourself, how do I feel? And when you are brave enough and strong enough to answer this question with integrity and honesty and discernment, maybe you're angry, maybe you're sad, maybe you're frustrated, maybe you're hopeless about something that's happened in your past, then you can really get to the bottom of these super deep issues. And once you free yourself from them, you're no longer going to feel the need to stuff yourself, to self-sabotage. you will free yourself from food addiction in this way. And yes, it may take a long time, but you'll be well on your way. And in the meantime, when these cravings come up, when these food addictions come up, eating fruit first is going to be your go-to. Why? Because then you know your body will be satisfied and full, and what's left to deal with will be what is up here. Get your body satisfied with good food so that way you can sit and meditate and really focus on healing these emotions inside of you that are bringing up these very powerful issues.
Wow.
Sorry, Mom, I didn't let you talk for a minute there.
No,
I get very passionate about talking about this. It's something that I've had to do a lot of work on. I've had to sit and cry a lot about and deal a lot with, especially since my journey in going into raw foods in the beginning. This was very much a part of my journey and learning how to deal with my self-sabotage in a way. And it didn't always have to do with food, but it relates to food, and maybe it relates to so many different areas in your life right now. You know, it could relate to exercise, with family, with this, with this, with this. Eating fruit is the simple solution. But the real thing that you need to do is sit down and ask yourself how you feel and how you can work through it. And get some support along the way. What do you think?
Well,
What do you think about everything I've just said?
It's very, very, very deep and very true, and I'm glad that you're saying what you're saying, because it's able to put into words what I was feeling yesterday. I couldn't express it, but feeling what you just said in a smaller level, because I'm just really beginning, yesterday 3 meals a day. When I went to sleep at night, my mind was churning. It was trying to play games with me, and I had to reteach my mind, hey, it's everything's going to be okay. Was I full enough? Am I just all these questions? So I had to realize that I'm not craving. I'm really okay. So it's going to be an interesting journey tonight when every meal, whatever. Anyway.
Learning to unlearn. And I think that
don't be afraid to learn to unlearn.
Well, I think that what scares most people here is that very few people want to deal with the emotions that come up during these things, because it can be very painful for many people, right? Very few people are like, oh yeah, I want to ask how I'm feeling right now. That's going to bring up a whole hurricane of emotion. Most people don't have the time or the energy to even want to think about dealing with something like that. There's so many people who can be there to support you, getting a coach, a guide, a mentor, some books that may really help. I love Brene Brown. I love Tony Robbins. I love Elizabeth Gilbert. I love so many of these pioneers in the movement who write beautiful words that you can just sit and cry with and heal with. And at the end of the day, I know I always say this, but reward yourself with good food. Stop thinking of your favorite foods growing up. Stop thinking of McDonald's as rewarding yourself. That's not a reward, that's self-sabotage. Start training yourself to think of your Saturday night salad as your reward for the week. I know it's weird for people to think that, like, oh, a salad is a reward, but no. There are so many phytochemicals and nutrients and minerals in that salad, and you eating that salad is an act of self-love. That is a reward. That's truly a reward, not like, oh, it's Saturday night, I'm gonna go to Marble Slab and get an ice cream and like reward myself because I ate good all week. Your reward should be something that shows love to yourself, and maybe perhaps also sitting with somebody and showing forgiveness to them and to you for your journey and the path that you've taken. So incredibly powerful. Learn how to reward yourself with healthful actions, words, meditations, and foods, and take it one step at a time.
I just wanted to say that I know I'm not really saying a lot, but I'm learning along the way, and I'm glad to be here with Kristina as she's helping me, and I hope she's helping you along the way as well. And I, like you, I'm learning from the beginning to unlearn, and I'm so grateful that Kristina is teaching me along the way. I am learning to unlearn just like you, and Kristina and I are here to support you along the way in this journey together.
Thanks, Mom. All right, you guys, that is our video for today. If you've liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, get ready for more videos to come. If you haven't already joined our challenge, go to challenge.fullyraw.com, get our meal plans, inspiration tips, and more. And I believe I'll be doing our second FaceTime live today in our private Facebook group. So I'll see you guys there for our FAQ and more. I love you all so much, and I thank you for being here. Bye.
Bye.